Alright everyone, so today I thought I would do an unboxing. I've never done one of these, so please bear with me. This might be cringe, I don't really know, but I'm really excited about this. Alright, so what is it? Well, this box comes straight from G&L, straight from their factory. I bought it on their website, they were running this sale, so I've been wanting a new guitar for a while. I figured I would take the opportunity. Funny enough though, this is not really the first guitar that I thought I would pursue. Like there's a series of guitars that I'd like. I never even thought I would end up getting something like this, but a friend of mine got something similar, and I really liked how his sounded, and it really intrigued me. So I saw this and I was like, you know what, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. So join me in this unboxing. So I don't have a box cutter, but I think this should do. Alright, it's about to get crazy, guys. Another box. Alright, I'm not surprised. I think all guitars usually come packaged this way. Alright, second box. Make sure we handle it. Alright. Here we go. Let's go. Alright. Here we go. Comes very well packaged. I really like it. Ooh, the little tremolo. I'm definitely gonna need this. Put it here for now. And I think that's all it really comes with. So it's not American or anything, so I don't think it should come with any documentation. Alright, but G&L makes really great guitars, so even if it's not made in America, I already know this is better than a lot of guitars that y'all be playing.
Better than a lot of guitars that y'all be playing.
I said what I said. Alright. Let's start to take this stuff off. I'm just gonna throw stuff. Hopefully it doesn't look messy on the video. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright. Looks nice. You know, I didn't think I would dig the pink because, again, it's not really a color I straight off the bat. I'm like, oh, I want a pink guitar. But, you know, I'm really digging it. I haven't thought maybe I would change the pick guard, but now that I'm sitting with it, I don't know. I'm looking at it, and I'm impressed. Alright, so this is a B-stock guitar. So I think the main imperfection is there is a crack here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. Alright, but really it doesn't really affect the guitar. It's just a cosmetic thing. In fact, I feel like if this thing were ever relicked, I feel like it would look amazing. So I don't really mind that it has that little crack. Plus, you probably don't even notice it. Now, it does look dirty, but I'm sure, you know, like these little dirty things, I think they're gonna come off. So, not worried about that. Alright, man, this looks really impressive. But yeah, like, I guess, I don't know where they stored this. Because again, it is a B-stock item, and it does seem a little bit dirty. But, I mean, everything that I see seems to rub off as soon as I touch it. So, yeah, there you go. I like the way the neck feels so far. Alright, I was worried because I read somewhere that some of these were laminate, but maybe those were like the older ones. This one, it's not, there's no laminate, so I'm not going to have to sand that, thankfully, because I hate laminated necks. feel like they just feel sticky and it slows you down. Alright, the controls feel good. The switch feels solid. Okay. And then here, let's put the tremolo arm in. So one thing that's always intrigued me about G&L is they have this dual fulcrum tremolo thing, and apparently it's like very unique, state of the art. I've always wanted to try it. I do have another G&L. It's this ASAT that I've modded a bit, but since it's more like a T-style thing, yeah, the bridge, it doesn't have a tremolo, it's fixed. So I'm really excited to try this out. You know, I don't even know if that showed up on the camera, but let's find out. Alright, I'm not sure how this works though. Because again, I've never used one. Do I just pop it in? Is it one of those that just pop in? I've never... Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. You just slide it in. That's interesting. You don't have to tighten anything. It's just there. And I guess it just angles. I don't know if I like that. Or what happens if I rotate it? Nothing. We've got to push it in more. No. Alright, I'll look into that some more. Alright, it's obviously out of tune, but you know, even though it's out of tune, it feels kind of nice already. Alright, well, let's tune up. It does feel a little interesting, but you know, surprisingly, it does feel pretty nicely set up out of the box. It's not perfect per se, but you know, I'm sure once I get it set up, I'm gonna enjoy it even more. Surprisingly, it's pretty resonant on its own, and that kind of shocks me a bit. And I really like that. I think a guitar that resonates like that. Alright, even though I don't really think you can hear it, some people feel like you can hear it in the pickups, and sometimes you can, sometimes I don't know. That's a whole debate, but you definitely feel it as you're playing. So I'm really impressed by it. Alright, so what this is, for those that don't know, this is a G&L Doheny. Basically, Leo Fender. I think we all know who he is. After selling his biggest company that we all know, the very last company that he started out was called G&L. The idea with the G&Ls were that he took his old design and he decided to keep innovating them, because he never stopped innovating. So a few of the key features is like this dual fulcrum thing, which I think, so far from what I can tell, it is a nicer bridge. It does feel very smooth. Like, I'm a little bit surprised with how smooth it does feel. I don't know if it's necessarily meant for like dive bombs. Well, I guess you could do it. but it does feels really smooth. The pickups, I think they're maybe the biggest game changer. And if you pay close attention, I know you maybe can't see it from there, though maybe they at least still look different. One of the main things is these are MFD pickups. It stands for Magnetic Field Design. And the main thing about these is he basically redid the way that he did single coils. And he did so in a way where this is more full range, because typically when we think of single coils, we think of like a thinner sound, especially compared to a humbucker. These, however, they sound thicker, and supposedly because of the way that they're made, it also brings the noise floor down. They're still noisy though, because you know at the end of the day they're still a single coil, but supposedly they're not as noisy. And one of the things I'm really excited to try out in a bit are the tone controls, because these are not traditional tone controls. You know, typically we think of a tone control as just like a treble roll off. One of these is, and I believe it's this one, but this one, it's a bass roll off. And because of the MFDs, they're a little bit more full. If you're trying to go for that thinner traditional single coil sound, well, with this all the way up, you're not going to get it, but the idea is once you start rolling off the bass, you get closer to that territory of what a traditional single coil sounds like with this. So I'm really excited. I'm going to plug it in. Let's get some sound demos out of this thing. My setup right now is I'm just going into my tuner, and I have everything bypassed, so it shouldn't affect it too much. And I'm going straight into the Kemper. The Kemper, I'm only having the amp, the stack on. All the effects are off, so you're really just mainly hearing the guitar. The profile I have loaded up, it's based off a Mesa Lone Star amp, so think of like a basement type of sound. Okay, so it's pretty neutral. And here we go. I'm on the neck pickup. Man, these are very punchy. Middle pickup. Now the bridge pickup. Let me try these controls. So I'm on the neck pickup again. Alright, so supposedly this is like your typical treble roll off. Yeah, it's very dark. Put it halfway. I kind of like that. Very much like that. Let's see what the bass does. So that's very thin sounding. That really does remind me of what I hear some jazz masters sounding like. I very much like it all the way up though. can see why having this would really be beneficial. I feel like all guitars should have something like that. I don't know why that's not more standard. But here, how about I start loading some stuff up? Let's see what happens when I turn on the compressor. Might be squishing it a little too much. Let's see. I need to match the volume. Also losing some top end. Let's add some back end right here. Alright, I like what the compressor's doing. Let's start adding everything in. So let me turn this back on. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go clean. So pristine. That's so cool. Oh, what happens when I swell? Let's see. It's pretty well insulated too. I haven't gotten it set up yet, and it's still like for me, a really good giveaway if a guitar is well intonated is when you start doing octaves, especially up here. Like, I'll use this E octave because I get to hear that 12th fret, and if it's out of tune, right there, it seems like it's pretty on, so I'm impressed by that. That's cool. Let's add some drive. See how they handle. I start to hear a little bit of the hum, but it doesn't bother me. Man, even the neck pickup handles it well, which I feel like it's hard to really find a guitar. Well, it's not hard to find a guitar, but it's hard to make the neck pickup work sometimes. With like distortion. especially if we're doing like big chunky cowboy chords like I'm doing right now. They tend to usually not sound very good. Usually if I'm on the neck pickup and I have this much gain, I'm usually doing lighter voicing, so I'm not doing like big E chords. Man, let's try some high gain stuff. It's hard to slide into that. And it still hasn't sounded weird with that much gain. Wow. Man, that's so cool. Alright guys, well there you have it. Here's my unboxing / first impression review, whatever you want to call it, of the G&L Doheny. This is the tribute model, not the made in USA model, but honestly, even though it's made in Indonesia, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a great guitar. It sounds amazing. I'm very impressed with these two, I guess, jumbo MFD pickups that they have. I really like the tone controls. I don't understand why this isn't standardized. I know right now, I mean, I have my sound pretty well dialed in, so I feel like I don't have to roll this off. But it's nice to have it, and especially because they are fuller sounding than a normal single coil, or a normal P90, I guess, in this instance, which is still a single coil, but whatever. You can fight me in the comments, but great value, great guitar, and I would recommend it. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like, a thumbs up. It really goes a long way. It really helps me. So make sure you support your local artist. Thank you.